So if you've ever played Borderlands, you know that they have an interesting audio system for NPCs where essentially if you're up close to an NPC, you'll hear them in 3D space, but if you move away from them, you'll hear them basically over the radio.
Greetings. What part of secret lab don't you understand? Get out of here.
So let me show you the end result of what I've done here, and then I'll show you how I did it.
Matey, tally-ho!
So it's playing in 3D space right here.
Doubloons. If you find them
And you
for
can
me,
hear it in
I'll
stereo.
reward you handsomely. But if you won't, you'll take a long walk down a short gang.
But now if you move away, you hear them over the radio.
Matey, tally-ho! It seems I've lost me gold doubloons. If you find them for me, I'll reward you handsomely.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to set up an audio bus layout. And so right here I have a sound effects bus, and this will control all of the sound effects in the game. And then I have this world audio bus, which controls basically all the 3D audio. And you could name that 3D audio or whatever would work for you. And then I derive this bus from the sound effects bus. And in this case, I've added reverb to it just to give it a more spatial sound. And then I've set up this radio audio here with a high pass filter. And what a high pass filter does is it removes all of the lower frequencies and gives it that radio sound. And I've set up this just generic pirate character here just so we have something to look at. And then I've set up 2 audio sources that you can hear the character from. So on the world audio, this is obviously our 3D audio. And I've derived the bus from world audio. I've changed some of these settings here just to make it easier on myself. But the main thing here is to set the bus to world audio. And then on the radio audio, I set the bus to radio audio. And then the other important setting here is to make sure that you set the panning strength to 0. And what that does is it ensures that you have removed the spatialness of the audio. So you basically will just hear the audio like you would hear it in any other audio player. If you were to just play it straight on your computer, like through the music player or whatever. And then from there, all it is... Actually, let me go back here. Okay. So right here, I've set the camera 3D as the target, and so that's what we'll use to check the distance against. And so when this camera 3D is too far away, we're going to turn the radio audio and the radio GUI on. So just basically in this this process function, we're just checking the squared distance. And the reason I use squared distance is because it calculates faster than if you use distance. And then you compare it against the distance that you want multiplied by that same distance. And so basically this is saying if the target's position and the distance of it is greater than the radio distance, then turn the radio GUI on and set its volume to the normal volume. 0 in decibels is basically the base volume, which turns it on. Otherwise, if you're close to the player or to the NPC, turn the radio GUI off and set the decibels to -80, which effectively turns the audio off. And that's really pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks. Bye.